Good morning, students. As we know that we have started tools and techniques of financial statement analysis. And in this chapter, we have completed comparative balance sheet and comparative statement of profit and loss. In now today's video, we have to do common size statement. Now, what is the meaning of common size statement? Common size statement is a statement wherein figures means amount are converted into percentage to a common base, means we have to take some amount as a common base, and each percentage shows the relation of the individual item to its respective total. Individual items we have to compare with the respective total is the base, common base. It is also called as 100% statement or static analysis and vertical analysis. Now, why do we call it 100% statement? The reason is that the common base is to be considered as 100%. When we compare any individual with the common base, then common base will be treated as 100% and other individual terms are calculated on the behalf of the common base. I am taking a simple example. When you got marks in board examination or in any examination, then some total base is considered. In case of 11th and 12th, total base is considered as 500. It means the person who will achieve 500 will got 100%. Means this is the base, and if someone achieve only 450, then we have to calculate percentage in this way. It comes to 90%. Means some amount is taken as the common base and all individual marks of every student are to be considered on the basis of common base. Clear? Now this is static in nature, means every student has to calculate out of 500. Static हो गया ये, can't change. And it is 100% because the common base is considered as 100%. I think this point is clear. Now in case of common size statement, we have to prepare two statements that are common size of balance sheet, or we can say common size statement of balance sheet and common size statement of profit and loss, in the same way as we have prepared in case of comparative statement. So now we are going to explain common size statement of balance sheet. First of all, I want to tell you about the format of balance sheet. In case of balance sheet, total the format is like this. Common size statement of balance sheet of as on this. First column is for particulars, then note number, previous amount in rupees, current amount in rupees, percentage change of previous year, percentage change of current year. First point is particulars. Then second point is note number. Third is previous year amount in rupees. Next is current year amount in rupees. Then percentage change previous year, percentage change current year. Now In case of balance sheet, first point is equity and liabilities. First, in equities and liabilities, first heading is shareholders fund. And under shareholders fund, we have different terms: share capital, reserve and surplus. ठीक है, money received against share warrant. Second is share application pending allotment. This is the treatment of this point is not in our syllabus, so I am not going to write it here. Third is non-current liabilities. We have to give the details of all non-current liabilities. Third point is current liabilities. Then total. After this, second main point is assets. And on assets side, first is non-current assets. And the subpoints will be there. Second is current assets. Again, subpoints will be there. Then we have to write total. Now, what I want to tell you, the thing that in case of common size statement, we have to take some common factor. Clear? In case of balance sheet, total of assets and total of liabilities are to be considered as 100%. You know, total of assets must be equal to total of liabilities of each and every year. Suppose we are talking about previous year, means 2015 or 2018. Then this amount must be equal to this amount. And current year is 2019, then again this amount will be equal to this amount. So the total of assets or liability is to be considered as 100%, and all the other items or the other variables are compared on the behalf of this amount. Clear? Now we will do a practical question against it, and the question is on your screen. Now in this question, we have to prepare common size balance sheet. I have taken only 1 year so that the concept is more clear to you. First point is under equities and liabilities. First point is shareholders fund. Share capital 6 lakh. Reserve and surplus. The amount of reserve and surplus is 1 lakh. Clear? Then after this we have non-current liabilities. Non-current. First point is shareholders fund. Second is non-current liabilities. Under non-current liabilities we have long-term borrowings. Long-term borrowings, and the amount of long-term borrowings is given to you 2,50,000. Clear? After this we have current liabilities. Third point is current liabilities, and under current liabilities we have trade payables. Trade payables of rupees 50,000. Total is 10 lakh. Now this is the total. After this we have to write the amount on assets side. Second point. And on assets side, first of all, we have to write non-current assets. Non-current assets. Under non-current assets, we have fixed assets. A part is fixed assets. And under fixed assets, we have tangible assets. Clear? And the tangible assets amount is rupees 6,50,000. After this, we have non-current investment. B part is non-current investment. Amount is 1,50,000. Non-current assets are completed. After this, we have current assets. Second point, current assets. And under current assets, first point is inventories. Inventories are of rupees 70,000. Clear? Then trade receivables. B part is trade receivables. And amount of trade receivables is 50,000. Then we have cash and cash equivalents. Cash and cash equivalents are of rupees 80,000. And total will be again 10 lakh. This is the question which is given in the, maybe in the exam. So first of all, we have to write all the amount which is given in the question paper. Then we have to convert it into percentage. I told you that the total of assets and total of liabilities will be considered as 100. So I can write here 100. Now out of this, we have to compare all this amount. So in case of share capital, how can we calculate? 6 lakh upon 10 lakh multiply by 100 means total marks like 500, achieved marks 450 multiply by 100. It comes to 60%. Next, for reserve and surplus, 1 lakh upon 10 lakh multiply by 100. 10%. 2,50,000 upon 10 lakh multiply by 100. 25%. 50,000 upon 10 lakh multiply by 100. 5%. When we do similar type of work, then we have to speed up. अब देखो कितनी जल्दी स्पीडली ये हो गया. अदरवाइज हम पहले इसको लिखते हैं, फिर इसका परसेंटेज, फिर ये पेपर में देखेंगे, फिर ये लिखेंगे, तो टाइम कंज्यूमिंग. In the same way, we can calculate the percentage of assets side. 6,50,000 divided by 10 lakh multiply by 100. 65%. In case of 1,50,000, 10 lakh, 15%. 70,000 upon 10 lakh multiply by 100, 7%, 5%, 8%. So this is all about common size statement. In this way you can compare. If we have total liabilities of 10 lakh, then out of this 60% belongs to shareholders fund, share capital. 10% is the amount which is kept aside as a reserve. It is also belong to shareholder fund. In the same way, 25% of total liabilities are long-term borrowings. You can compare this. In this way, we can solve common size statement.